Hi, this is Raj Kumar War, and in today's day 29 of 123 challenge. And in today's video, I'm going to address the three question which is stopping us to start taking actions or overcoming resistance of starting resistance, or we can say that if we set the goals and if we are not taking action, then a goal is only becomes goal and in our head itself. The initial thing is that we have to start somewhere along with our daily routines. So how the being perfect or the uh, perfectionism mechanism is working behind our and stopping us to take initial step also, because I have gone through the lot of struggle when it comes to starting a new task or the building new habits or the starting routines or anything that is out of my current skill or anything that is out of my current way of operating. Then it has created the lot of resistance to start even and take a first step. And so that how we can get break free from this kind of initial resistance, that when it's come to being perfect or the perfectionism, we have to shift our focus from being perfect to the cultivating the mindset of the progress, because every success or every result, every achievement is not started with the perfect or solid structure or the mechanism. It's always started with the zigzag manner or a non-linear manner, and eventually it will become the robust path. And so that we for that to happen, we have to embrace the concept of iteration. It means that we have to start at the initial. For example, I'm making video, I am postponing this making video from since last 4 to 5 years, and if whatever want to do is must have a requirement to make a videos or putting the content. And if you are not starting, it means that I have some kind of resistance, some kind of fear inside my head. So the concept of iteration means that we have to commit to the creation first, or commit to the building some first something, and then we should focus on the critic or the judgment or the fear like that. Because what we have, we are doing the reverse manner. We critique ourselves more than the other people or the other thing, other external thing, and we stop and we not start at all. So first we, if we create something in first, and then we can make a iteration on that, or make a concern, make a we can make a course correction on that project or the initiation, and we can learn from that as well. And third is that we have to must redefine or the define the success what looks like for our from our personal level or the individual level. And if we the results or achievement or anything that is comparing from the other people or the from whom we are inspiring, from whom we aspire to be, because they have went through all this grinds and journey, ups and down and errors and mistakes and everything. And if we want not go through the process, and we can never go to the top without being breaking, or we can without being going from the first step itself. So what is the success means to us and why it is important to us is the first thing we should take care of. For example, for me health, for me doing exercise is nothing but the being a fit and lean, not the means like making a six pack body or six pack muscles like that. So that's how we can define the success in every area of life, and we have to take step on that. And the second question that I want to address is that how can breaking a goal into smaller, manageable actions or the manageable steps, so that we can start taking the first step and make some momentum, and then creating the result. Because goal is like having goal is a good thing, thinking big is a good thing, but what is the meaning if you are not even understand the goal and why it is important to us? and if here I'm randomly, what is the reward or what is the main source of motivation which is going to help us to move from move from our inertia to the moment or the action step. So for that to happen, we have to break these goals into manageable actions. Like that, we have to break it down, or we have to reverse engineer in a such a manner, so that what is the smallest action I can take. For example, if I have to create a video, so I have to, what is the first step? I cannot go directly and make a video randomly and impromptu. I have to do little bit work, and what is the thing that is stopping me by doing that work is like I have to take a research on some topics, and that topic must be in interest of me, or even that if that topic is any problem that we are self as a self individual we struggling to solve that. And that this is the beginner step or the first step. If we once we get out of all these things and make a in a bullet point, or this is the steps I have to take, and what is the minimum first step I can take immediately, so that I can make a video or this start doing exercise or start taking action on our important projects. And clarity simplifies the action. And if it is not clearly defined, then action is always going to stuck and we cannot move. So how we can clarify it? We have to break the big goals into manageable steps, or beyond that steps, what is the micro step we can take, and what it looks like in a by doing it. If that is the clarity, if we have, and it is aligned with our goal, then our achieving our goal or making progress become so much easier. And third point is reducing the psychological pressure. Psychological pressure is that there is a lot of judgment is going about any task or the project, because if we are never done that, or if we are working very first time, or something it is out of our reach, or something painful to us in terms of our body, or uh, in terms of our skills, or in terms of having the resources, then all these psychological pressures is always stopping us to start the task. And the third question is that what I'm going to address is that what routines or the habit we can cultivate or establish to make initiation or the starting point so much easier, so that we are make a momentum, and we accelerate in our achieving our result. So starting with the micro means begin with the tiny experiment or the tiny action which is manageable, which is doable, and which has not so much of complexity, and we cannot derail or we cannot get unmotivated to when it's come to even thinking. For example, I want to write a book, so I cannot directly write a book, or I cannot go directly on the chapters, because even though if you are learning from the mentor and if you are not following the procedure, then it also going to stop us. So for that to happen, I have to at least start with the writing 100 words or the writing 50 words, and that's how I started, with the imperfection of English, imperfection of the grammaticals, everything. It is like a manageable action which I can take, and I can make iteration on that, and set up our environment for the initiation of our action. And if we are anything we are doing, like exercising or the writing a book or the starting or launching our business, we have to set the environment which is conducive to the actions. For example, if my desk is not clean, or everything is put it in a very haphazardly manner, and I started working, and something, so for any documents is not missing, or any document is I require, I have to want to some reference, and it is out of my reach, and if I have to ask for my colleagues or for my family member, then it will create the resistance at the first place. And third thing, that we have to set some kind of pre-work rituals. Pre-work ritual is that it is the basic step which is indicating that by doing x we can start x, or by doing that I will move on the next thing. And we have to anchor those pre-work to our main important work. Like for example, if you are want to run in the early morning, and if you are so much of procrastinate to get early wake up, then we have to set the alarm which is much, at least 1 to 2 meters away from us, so that we can not by going to snooze our alarm by putting our hands on that, but we have to stand up and we have to close the alarm. And then beside our bed or beside our door, we must take our shoes on the ready condition, or the clothes of the uh, workouts clothes, so that we can immediately wake up and wear that shoes and clothes, and we start taking our first step to exercise. So this is the three questions which is helpful to overcome the resistance when it's come to starting any kind of creative task, creative work, or any stretchable work which is little bit of complex, little bit of out of our skill and resources, and little bit out of our comfort zone. So by taking all these three concerns in our mind, like breaking the goals in a manageable step, seeking progress over perfectionism, cultivating the mindset of uh, creation, and cultivating the mindset of minimum viable step, and creating the conducive environment, all these factors are the basic stepping stone to eliminate resistance and help to start the task. Thank you.